Whoa, making a video. Today I'm cold. I'm way underdressed. So I'm going to be shivering probably. But anyway, who cares? It's not your problem. So conference report sort of related to that anyway. It just got me thinking about this idea of, whether we have evolved out of anything. Whether anything substantial has changed in the nature of the beast. So I was just thinking of this high maintenance argument again. About what we need and what we gain our gratification from, and how are we doing anything but just making life more expensive? I mean, does all this complexity make us happier or more comfortable or more gratified or more anything, or does it make us just dependent on a bunch of crap, addicts for a degree of stimulation that's way beyond what should be necessary? So I think the applicable comparison is the idea of the typical debutante or the ex-wife of the billionaire or whatever, who the princess, who needs, millions of dollars a year, and she just can't get by without it, If the marble, she can't see herself in the marble, or she can't see herself in the silverware, or all this high maintenance bullshit, right? Just tons of, designer names everywhere. Everything's got to be pure. The water's got to come from the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. And, the food has got to be, I don't know, whatever, taken out of the intestines of 43 different animals. It can't be eaten unless it's already been pre-digested by 45,000 animals or something. I mean, this preposterous inability to be satisfied without some insanely grand narrative to live by, and it's just such a grotesque, obvious illustration of just what human beings are doing. They're just eccentric. They've just made life eccentric. They've put lumps on the circle and the wheel and made the ride all bumpity, jerkity, herkity, burkity. And they've said, well, this is just so much fun, especially if you put a dildo in your ass. That's what they're doing. They're just sticking a dildo in their ass and jumping on top of the washing machine and saying, I have found him. This is all there is here. This is just bizarrely eccentric and expensive ways to gain your gratification. Billions of dollars on military industrial complexes, so you can pretend like you might have a penis once in a while. We sure showed those towel heads, with our billions of dollars of squandered borrowed money. We sure showed them with our money we borrowed. I mean, it's just, if it wasn't so disgusting, so horrific, so awful, it would be hilarious. I mean, idiocracy is funny as fucking hell until you realize it's the reality. And this is what people are defending. They're saying, yes, humans are just so cool. Look at the evidence. Look at the proof of it. And what is the proof? Michelangelo. They'll go back 200 years, to go find the proof of our magnificence. Yeah, few humans have been spectacular. Just absolutely brilliant human beings, and 15 of them, and look at the mess the rest have made. The high maintenance nonsense, it's ludicrous and funny on so many levels. I mean, if I was to propose some new activity that human beings were to engage in, and yes, the activity it'll make a few thousand kids paralyzed. Yeah, it'll kill, maybe, I don't know, a dozen or so people a year, let's just say. But it's going to be really great. And it's going to occupy a ton of time. So instead of learning with their ABCs and their multiplication tables, the kids will be off doing this great thing. Yeah, this spectacular thing. And then you describe the thing, and it's some stupid sport, some herky-jerky, they run around in a circle and put their left foot in, put their left foot out, and do the hokey pokey and shake it all about, and the professionals get millions of dollars for it. And if it's a really dumb sport, like the stupidest sport possible, like, let's put two men in a ring and have them punch each other. Yeah, that one will give them even more preposterous money. We'll make that the highest paid human on earth. Some asshole who punches the face in of some other asshole. I'm supposed to take this seriously. That this is worth all the horror. This is worth one kid enduring chemotherapy or having a bone marrow transplant right now. Yeah, this crap is worth that. No. This crap isn't worth a fucking goldfish with ick on its fucking fin. I mean, you people are a joke. A laughable, preposterous, inane, disgusting, revolting goddamn joke. The worst joke in the history of the universe is a fucking human defending humanity. It's a fucking preposterous position to take. There's absolutely nothing to defend. There's nothing to give it a trophy for. Not a single fucking thing. Everything good it ever did, it did by some fucking accident of ego and ambition. It's just disgusting. It's grotesque. It's not entirely true. Obviously, there have been people who gave their full measure of devotion in rather horrific circumstances. But they were just deluded assholes. They were still looking for honor, still seeking to preserve, to polish some chalice of hope, still worshiping, some ideal of the empire or whatever it was, still glory hunting or glory fighting or glory imagining. So it's all base. It's all maggot-infested shit. And these assholes are going to keep throwing us in it, keep pushing us into the shit. Because they're shit eaters, poo eaters. And they haven't got the intelligence to look in the mirror, see the poo on their faces, and get what's going on. That they're the menace. They're causing the problem, not fixing the problem. The problem is in your expectations, assholes. Like the high maintenance bitch. You're just high maintenance retards. You think you're doing something important enough to strap somebody into the electric chair for, and you're not. You think you're just a brilliant manifestation of energy of the universe, and you're not. You're just a machine built by a DNA molecule through 4 billion years of trial and error with no battle plan except let's just see whatever kind of preposterous piece of shit survives. I don't care if it has 400 tentacles. I don't care if it tortures and rapes and pillages. I don't have any fucking standards for what this thing will look like in the end. Fuck. And you assholes will call that a cure. Humans are the cure for a malignant process. Malignant, silly gladiator war. And humans are the cure. Yeah. Now you're just a perfect manifestation of the absolute horror. You're Frankenstein without even skin. You're a monstrous, hideous beast trying to skin everything alive to replace what you don't have, to fill your silly ambitions, your silly needs, your silly hoppity, where's the fucking washing machine for me to sit on bullshit. You don't care how many, how many animals you have to grind up to make the washing machine go chuggity chug. No appreciation for anything except, polishing your name tag on the door or something. It's just disgusting. So anyway, the fundamental argument is that there's only two elements. There's need, want, desire, hunger, and then there's the thing that gratifies it. Now you can solve the problem of the thing needing the gratification by creating mechanisms that bring the thing to the thing that's hungry. Bring it food, feed it. You can feed the hunger, or you can merely erase the hunger. You can merely turn the hunger off, and you don't got to feed it. It's like you can, you can walk to the store, or you can drive to the store, right? You can choose to use gasoline and put people at risk and do this, that, and the other thing, or you can say, no, I won't bother turning that on. I'll gain the purpose, the function, without it. And that's all. So you can just either look at the problem as the problem is the dislocation of the gratification from the thing. We lost our gratification and we're seeking it. And again, so how do you fix the problem? And the simple solution is at the source of the problem. The want is the source of the problem. And you just eliminate the wants. It's pretty simple to imagine a world without high maintenance, queenie princess bitches walking around thinking they're entitled to $500,000 a year. Pretty easy to imagine how the world could function just fine without that nonsense. How it would be perfectly sensible to have 10 decent women take that one bitch's place and live perfectly comfortable lives. Yeah. Seems quite obvious that why would you waste resources on high maintenance retards? And the fact is, we're all high maintenance retards. We're all pointlessly wanting something that there's no reason to want. We only want because we're wanters. And the wanting machines keep making more wanting machines. Not because it's logical, but because they want to. So instead of dealing with their want, instead of dealing with their need, instead of dealing with their compulsions, they just impose more compulsion on the world. More need, more want. So it can be all satisfied through high maintenance, squander, and waste. And then they walk around thinking they're ethical or decent. And they get offended because somebody says, you're just a rapist, you're just a pillager, you're just a disgusting, sadistic lunatic. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah. So anyway, enough of the video. There, it helped to be a little bit animated because it is cold. If I go swimming, I'm gonna freeze. But whatever. I've done it before. For no good reason. That's one of my high maintenance things. I like a little adventure. I like to suck every drop out of the bottle. So I'll whap on it and scrape it and whatever. And I'll try to secure myself some more summer. Even though I should just let it go. Just concede. The summer's gone. It's time to give it up. But now, the good news is my indulgence isn't at somebody else's expense. It's not an imposition. So that makes a big difference. Obviously. Yeah, obviously. Big difference. Anyway, sun. Quite pleasant in the sun. So that helps. So anyway, until next time. And such.